Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Issa, and today we have an interesting topic to discuss. And I think this is something that all of you guys could use in your life in whatever field that you are in, whether it's sports, whether it's work, whether it's in school, whatever endeavor that you're in. This is a great topic that I think we all should use. Today's topic of discussion is going to be study success, study the greats, and study the people you inspire to be like, right? Now, it's no coincidence that a lot of the greatest successful people in this world were students of their craft, right? When they say you need to be a student of your craft, what does that mean exactly? Well, that means you need to go in, you need to study those that have done successful things, study how they did it, study the game, study the job, study the field that you're studying, study all the aspects that are included, all the little gritty details that are influenced or that are a part of what you're trying to achieve. Study their history, their biopic. You want to study how they became successful in their life, their stories. What did they have to go through? What did they persevere through? What exactly did they do to get to where they needed to go? You come to realize a few things, right? You come to realize that a lot of their hopes and dreams are similar to you and me, right? When we have hopes and dreams, when we are striving to be greater than who we want to be, to achieve something that we are trying to strive for, we notice that a lot of these people had the same goals, have the same dreams. But why is it that they succeeded versus others? Well, they succeeded because they knew something that other people didn't know. And that is why it's important to study the greats. You ever hear Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan, whenever they talk, they always say that they love to study the greats, especially Michael Jackson. He's always says, study the greats, study the greats, study the greats, right? Because there's something that we can learn. Even though they were successful in another decade or in another generation, there is always something that we can learn from the greats and apply it to ourselves. And it goes back to the same reasoning. It goes back to the same point when you're trying to create your own style or be your own person. Take what the greats did, do it better, add something that you learned from them. Make it your own style. Be different. Right? That's the great thing about studying people that have been great in the past, is that you get to see what worked and what didn't. Right? So it saves you the hassle of trial and error. But it also makes you look at things from a different perspective. Maybe you want to take something that they created or that they developed and things of that nature and add it to what you are striving to do. It's like, I'll take me for an example. When I growing up, I used to watch different soccer players. Yes, my favorite one was Neymar Jr., but I used to study other players that played in my position. I used to study players that played out of my position, people that were the best at their field. And I would always study and try and add things to my personal game that I would learn from them. Because I'm a firm believer that as humans, we can always learn something from other people. We can always strive to be greater than where we're at. There's always a progression. There's always a next step. There's always a 1% better. Even if you've achieved mastery, there's a level ahead of mastery that I think that we all strive for and can achieve. But again, you don't want to be closed-minded when it comes to success. Just because you're getting success, just because things are coming to you maybe easily, you need to still you need to still have an open mind. You need to study those people that were a success before you, because you don't just study what made them great, but you study what their downfall was so you can avoid it, right? Because you could compare yourself to people and say, oh, I have a similar rise to this person. Yeah, but you might have a similar fall as well. So you have to consider these things. Studying the greats, studying success in general, is not just also studying people in your own field. It's about studying people in different fields. It's about reading books like Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, for an example. Listening to like Alan Watts. Tony Robbins is another good one that I like to listen to for motivation. Listening to these people because they have the secrets. They've lived life far greater than you, right? The people that are older than you have lived longer, obviously, right? So they've been through life. They've seen the good, the bad, the evil, the amazing, the ugly, all of that. So they know what works. Studying the best, studying the greats in different endeavors in different fields is something that will lead you to success. Even if it's not related to what you're, striving for, we can still learn from their mindset, from their physical preparation, from things of that nature. I like to watch sports, right? I play soccer, right? But I like to learn about other athletes' regimens, like how they train, how they prepare themselves. I like looking at bodybuilders. I like looking at basketball players, football players, baseball players, things of that nature, because in their preparation, there's something that we can take away from there and apply it to our lives. As people, when we're striving to get to the next level in life, we have to look at it from the point of view of betterment, bettering ourselves, getting better. And to get better, you have to obviously learn from those that are either greater than you or at positions of power that you want to strive to be at, right? You want to study those people. It's like, why am I going to listen to someone that's never been there or has never done it tell me how to achieve that goal? You're just not going to do that, right? You want to go and you want to listen to someone that's been there. That's how we learn as humans, right? We learn based off who we watch, who we listen to. We talk like who we are around, right? It's like that old saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. There's a reason they say it like that. Because if you were around people that are lazy, doing drugs, drinking, smoking, not ambitious, you're going to end up being like those people. But if you're surrounded by people that have a future, that are focused, have goals, ambitions, drives, healthy, you're going to be those people. You're going to be just like those people. And it goes the same thing with who you're studying. If you're studying greats, successful people, you're probably going to end up picking up those habits and applying it to your life. So that's something that we need to do, is study the greats, study success, and study those people that you want to be like. Because that's the greatest way to getting to your goal quick and fast. As today was a little bit of a shorter one. I'm a little bit under the weather, but I still wanted to come on and give you guys some of my wisdom, a quick little tip. So remember to always study the greats, keep headstrong, keep having faith, keep believing in yourself. And I hope this video helped. Please like, subscribe, share to someone that maybe needs this video, wants to see it. But again, I'm really trying my best to give you guys great content. Obviously, I am not in the best, feeling good, but I still wanted to come out and show you guys and speak, because I do care about you guys and I want you guys to get to your next level in life. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share, and see you in the next one. Peace.